G'day, Tragic here, and welcome back to Arkham Horror. Intermission is over. I've been away for a while. Time to get back into this. We're going to jump right in, and we're in a bit of a pickle. One of the big problems is this area of the board. For starters, in Buenos Aires, we have 3 monsters, all of them with common effects, but 2 of them curse other investigators, and a gate, and the whole point of the game right now is to do expedition encounters, and there's only this guy here with this ginormous Cathodian. So we're in a lot of trouble. Most of our investigators are up here in London. This isn't supposed to be here. And our other 2 guys are down here in Tokyo on monster duty. Now, luckily, there is a way that we can actually move these characters all the way from here to Buenos Aires, or at least one of them. And to do that, we're going to start the round with him as the first player. So we're going to start with him as the first player, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, then it's his turn. For his first action, he's going to do a trade, and we're going to trade the moon object, or the tome, whatever it is. Now, basically, this means if you ever take a sanity hit, you can spend focus or improve skills or other sort of things. So we're going to give that to him, and that's his first action. Now, for his second action, we're going to use some of his fancy skills. For starters, his special ability says that when he does a move action, he may take 1 other investigator with him. And then we also have the Notorious Smuggler card. So the Notorious Smuggler card says that after we do that action, ourself and the other investigator gets to do an action. So in fact, I can do the trade action with that. Yeah. Let me read the card exactly. After resolving your action ability, you and the other investigator may perform an additional trade action or travel action. Okay, so what we're going to do here is first thing we're going to do is do the cat burglar. Okay? So this says, roll 1 die. On a 5 or 6, gain an item or trinket. Is this on? Yeah. So we roll that. We get a 6. Beautiful. So if we come over here, we can take an item or trinket. There's only 1 item on the table, and that is this. Gain +2 strength during combat encounters. 38 revolver. Nothing too cool, but better than nothing. So let's replace that. Okay, and that just goes here. So that's his first action, cat burglar. Second action, move. Then using his special ability, he's going to take Joe with him. So he's going to move into Arkham and take Joe with him. And then, because of the smuggler, we now can either do each of those people can do a trade or a move. So he's going to do a trade and send over that book to Joe. And then Joe's going to get a move action and move down to 8 here. And that's his 2 actions. Now this guy here, we want him to stay here basically. So he's just going to stay here. Because we want to do that. And so for first action, he is going to take a focused trinket. Now, can he do a rest while there's a monster there? Okay, so he can't do a rest while there's a monster there. So he's got 1 more action. Has he got anything else cool he can do? He does have a cool action that allows him to gain items or trinkets, but the problem is there are no items or trinkets on the board. These are all services. So I think there isn't a single action he can take besides gaining the focus. So very inefficient. That's the end of his turn. That is a real bummer. Okay, so this guy has a bazillion cards. Give me a sec to read them all. So what he's going to do is he's going to do astral travel. So astral travel says, when you perform a travel action, you may spend 1 sanity to move 1 additional space along any path. He is going to spend 1 sanity, takes him to 3, and he's going to make 1 move. Before he does that, he's going to take a boat ticket with his other action. So he's take 1 action for a boat ticket. Then he's going to move. Spend his boat ticket to move here, because that's still a boat. Then he's going to spend 1 sanity to move here. Now this bloke, he's going to spend his boat ticket and go Oh, he doesn't even need to spend his boat ticket. He just needs to go 1. So he's going to do a rest and then move. So a rest, he's going to go to 4. And he's going to go to 6. Actually, he's not going to do a rest. So he's going to stay at 5. Stay at 3. He's going to take a second focus token. And then he's going to move. Oh, and he spends that ticket. Yonk. Okay, so both these people are basically going to stay where they are because we want to use them to try and get monsters. So he is going to take a ticket, take a token, and he's already got a train ticket, so he's going to take a boat ticket. This lady over here is going to basically do the same thing, except she's going to take a boat ticket and take a second focus. All right, and that's that. Now, I'm going to edit this turn because it's been a while. Actually, well, it's been a while since I played a turn, so I'm worried I'm making mistakes, but I'm just going to plow through. Let's do it. I'm too excited to do the next round. So, starting with this guy. Now, he does have this horrible monster to fight. Yoink. This is the Zombie Horde, an epic monster, and it has 4 health. So firstly, we do a mind test, and we have to get a 2 result. Now, it should be noted that he is blessed. He has 3 mind plus 4 strength. And what else has he got? He's got a lot of cards there. Okay, so he doesn't have anything to help. So he's got 3 dice, blessed, and he needs to try and get 2 successes. So, 2 dice, blessed. Blammo, we get 1, 2, except we had 3 dice, didn't we? Where's the monster again? Yeah, we had 3 dice. And it's another success. I'll just roll it again. Bammo, 2 successes off 3, perfect. So no damage from the sanity. Now we have the strength test. Now if we lose the strength test, we have to discard an asset. It's strength -3 and we need 3 successes. He has the chainsaw, which is +3, so that negates, but every 6 he rolls counts as 2. So it's 4 strength, blessed. We need 3 successes here to take no damage. Yablamo. So that's 1, 2, 3 damage. There are no 6s, so we don't get any bonuses, but that's still 3 damage, and so we don't take any damage. Boom, this goes down to 1. Now, the monster is not dead, so we do not get Arkham encounter there, unfortunately. So, on to the next guy. Now, the whole problem with getting Joe in place is that both these people go before Tokyo gets to activate and possibly kill those monsters. So leaving them here was a completely waste of time. So it's Skid's go, and he's fighting a Cathogian, which is a very nasty monster. It's actually worse than the Zombie Horde epic monster we were just fighting. Okay, for starters, it's a mind -1. So he has a mind of 3. He is not blessed. He only has 2 sanity. This is not good. He does not have lucky 7 yet. Boom. Okay, so but he has an ability that says if he rolls a 1, he gets to re-roll that dice. Whenever you roll a 1 during a test, you may re-roll that die. It doesn't say you only get to re-roll it once. Can he just keep, if he keeps rolling 1s, can he keep re-rolling it? I don't know. I think he can. Anyway, the point is he has 3 mind, and it is a mind -1, so he has 2 mind. So he could definitely go insane here. Come on. We need 2 successes, at least 1. They both miss, and neither of them are re-rollable. We're going to spend his icon, his thingo here. Oh man. Come on. Oh, missed. Come on. It's another miss. Okay, so he takes 2 damage. Takes him to 0. He is now insane. So what happens? I really didn't think this through. Okay, so this is bad. For starters, we have to advance the Doom token. Then we have to move him to the closest city space. And in this case, you have to put a sanity token on him. All his possessions get stuck on the card, and any improvement tokens or conditions and stuff get discarded, and that's that. Now, normally you then draw another investigator, but I play permadeath rules, which is like a house rule I play where if a character dies, he's just gone. So we don't get to replace this guy. So that was an incredibly bad play by me. I was so focused on getting to kill that mess of monsters with Joe that I forgot about the fact that the people who were supposed to kill the Cathogian with the Tokyo space weren't in the space. So that was just terrible. So what is his... So these get discarded. What's it say on the back? So he has an ability on his back. So these things all stay. I think he keeps the character token as well. I move him to the nearest city and place a token on him. So that was very bad. Oh, dude, that was so stupid of me. Okay, well, that's the end of him. Next. This guy also has to fight him. He's 2 sanity. What's he got? Okay, so he has 4 mind, flesh ward. He's got the tone. Yeah, okay. So he's going to fight this guy. He's got the cultist journal, which gives him +2 mind, plus he's got 4 mind, plus he's blessed. So he's good. So he has 4, 5, 6 mind. The monster is a mind -1. So he gets 5 mind. We need 2 successes. We get 1, 2, 3. So we've passed that, and now we need to kill him. We have -2 strength. Okay, so what has he got here? Okay, so he has 2 strength plus 2 strength. He gets -2 strength because of the thing, so he gets to roll 2 die versus 3. So we take 1 damage no matter what. And we get nothing. So we take 3 damage, but we do have Flesh Ward, which we are going to use. Once per round, when an investigator would lose health, you may test Lore. If you pass, prevent that investigator from losing up to 2 health. Then flip this card. So his Lore is 4, plus he has the Professor, which gives him instant success, so he's already got 1 success. There's no modifiers, so that's 4 blessed die. Plus we have already got a success. That gives us 1, 2 successes. Flip the Flesh Ward. Your flesh hardens and repels the pain and wounds with ease. No additional effect. Okay, so that's nothing. So that means we get 1 damage because he does 3 damage and we prevented 2. Wow, that was a horrendous turn so far. Now we've got this sucker. He has 4 strength. He's got 2 of these. He's blessed. He's got 3 mind. He's actually got a lot of stuff going for him here. He has the Witch, the Warlock, and the Werewolf. Now we can choose whatever order we want for these guys. So we're going to kill the Warlock first. The Warlock is a mind test. We only need 1 to beat. So remember, we have 3 mind, plus we get 1 reroll using Moxie. There's no modifier, so it's just 3. Oh, there is a modifier. There's a -1 modifier. So we get, was it 3 mind? Yeah, so we get 2 dice. Yeah, blammo. Oh, cocked. That was lucky, because they were both fails. Yeah, blammo. There we are, 1 pass. That's all we need. So we get no mind damage. And now we have to do a strength -1. We only need 1 damage to kill. He has 4 strength, plus he's got another 3 from the gun here. And this is quite interesting, this card here. So this card, the Cult, it says roll 1 additional die when resolving a strength test. So that's not the same as plus strength. So we can add that die and we can also use the ability. So what that means is we actually have 1, 5, 6, 7, 8 dice, and they're blessed. -1, so we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And we need 1 hit. And we get 1, 2. Wow, I am rolling terribly today. 3. 3 get 3 hits. So, Warlock is dead. Boom. Next, we have the Witch. Now, the Witch is similar, except this guy doesn't have any mind damage. So we've got to do the same mind roll, which is 2 dice. And we just need a success to stop the mind effect from happening. We get 2 successes, so we pass that. And then it's the same roll for the strength, so that's 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something tells me I should have sent him to the Cathodian. Blammo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She is decimated. And the Witch is also dead. Next, we have the Werewolf. Oh wait, I just did the Witch is dead. Next, we have the Werewolf. So the monster here is a pretty similar kind of mind test. So we have 2 mind to roll. That is a fail, but we also have Moxie, so we get to re-roll 1. And that is also a fail. That's terrible. Moxie also says, once per round, if you would lose 2 or more sanity, prevent 1 of that sanity loss and flip this card. Staring death in the face time and time again, you come to a sudden, oddly comforting realization. It is not you who has gone mad, but the whole world. Discard 1 madness. How much was it? Instead of losing 1, we lose... Do I want to use that? It's only 1 sanity. I'm not going to use that, actually. I'm just going to take the 1 sanity loss. So I'm just going to take the 1 sanity loss, take him down to 2. Now, combat. The combat here, he has physical resistance, which I believe means halve and round down the physical attack dice. Let me have a look if that's the same in this one as in Arkham. Okay, I can't find the rules for physical resistance, so I'm just going to say it's physical attack dice halved. So, what that means for us is we have 4 strength, plus we have +3 from the gun. So that gives us 4 plus 3, that's 7. Divided by 2 is 3 attack dice. Plus, we have this one, which allows us to roll an additional die. So that's not part of the initial strength die that gets halved. So we have 4 blessed die. Yeah, blammo. And that is 1 hit. Okay, but we only have 1 hit. He does have 2 very cool things. He's got hard boiled. If you spend a clue to reroll a die, you may reroll up to 2 die instead. And we've also got camera. Once per round when you spend a clue, you may gain a clue. Meaning, we spend this clue, we get it straight back, and we can reroll 2 die. So, we can reroll 2 die. And we get 2 hits. That's 3 hits. That is enough to kill the werewolf as well. Okay, werewolf is dead. Bam. They're all gone. Yoke. Now, he is going to do the gate. What's the gate cards again? Okay, so gates over here. Yonk. City of the Grace Race. You learn that many cults throughout time and space worship the Yithians. Resolve the pass effect to learn about the organizations from the city's library, or resolve the fail effect to ask the creatures directly about the cults. I think I'm going to do the fail effect and talk to them directly. Come on, we're not going to go to another world and then not have a meeting with the alien freaks, right? Come on, give me a break. The Great Race seems very protective of the cults and question you aggressively about your intentions. Do a mind -1 test. We are blessed, of course, and our mind is 4, so that is 3 dice. Yeah, blammo. We get a pass. If you pass, you're allowed to request the cult's help. Close this gate. So nothing particularly fancy. We just get to close the gate. We don't get any rewards. And that's the end of that turn. Whoa. This has been a brutal, brutal turn. And now we have Tokyo, starting with this guy. The Imperial Navy asks about the beast Gazara. Do a lore test. Okay, so his lore is 3. He has nothing that aids lore, so he is not blessed. So that's 3 normal dice. Come on. We get 1 pass, that is enough. If you pass, you may trade their help for your knowledge. Gain 1 random service asset from the deck, and 1 monster of your choice on any space loses 2 health. Okay, well, we're definitely putting the damage on the Cthoghian, which has 4 health. So we're going to put 2 on that. Now it says random service thing. So let's just get a random service. Service. When you gain this card, immediately gain 1 random tome asset. Then discard this card. Seems like a lot of extra steps. Relic, ally, trinket. Should probably put my glasses on if I'm going to try and read. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, no tomes. Are tomes in this deck? Trinket tome, here we are. Arcane scroll. You may add 1 to the result of 1 die when resolving a lore test as part of a spell effect. That's not quite as cool. Well, it could be a lot worse. You blam. Okay, and now it is the other Tokyo. The university allows you to access the Scroll of Hells. You scour the text for a specific enchantment, do a lore -1. Her lore is quite large. It's a whopping 4, and she might have things to help because she's got a lot of cards here. She is going to get +1 from the map of the ley line, so she has 5 lore. She gets 2 successes. That's a pass. If you pass, you are able to cast a dark spell on your enemies. 1 monster of your choice on any space loses 2 health. If you fail, we didn't fail. Oh, actually, it's only 4 dice, right? Because, yes, it's 1 dice less, because it's a -1 on that Tokyo thing, isn't it? Yeah, lore -1. So, do it again. Be a blammo. Yeah, we still get it. No worries. So that's that. So, boom. 2 more damage on him, and he only takes 4 damage, so he is dead. Right, and now it's time for the oh so awful mythos phase. Yum, bah, yeah. For starters, we do have a comet on this turn, so I feel a little bit better about, getting all the way down to Budazeris. So we'll go through these. For starters, we have a Doom token thing, whatever you call it. Talking about the Doom token, I forgot to advance it when that character died. Okay, so the first thing we have is a movement on the, whatever you call this thing, Omen track. And now we have a comet trigger. Now remember, we had a bad situation where I put a lot of effort getting all the way down here to kill 3 monsters. Now, every single one of those monsters had a comet on them. And we hadn't had a comet for ages, so I knew one was coming. The Witch and the Warlock both had comets that would curse investigators. And being cursed affects the entire game forward. So I'm very happy I killed them. But I completely screwed up my turn because this guy was killed. And there was no reason for him to be. I mean, I could have moved him out here and done a rest and everything would have been fine. Or even better, instead of starting him as the first character, I just could have started him as the first character. It would have gone his turn both in Tokyo, then his turn, and he still could have moved him. So, I mean, I completely stuffed up that turn, and that is a result of, basically the big break I had. So, not cool. Anyway, the point is we now have a comet to resolve. So first, we resolve monsters on the game board. And we do have one monster. It is the zombie horde here. And for this one, we need to roll a die. On a 1 or a 2, we advance the Doom token by 1. So, roll the die. Anything but a 1 or a 2. And we get a 3. Nice. And that is our only monster on the table. So, no worries. Next, we have Ancient One sheet. So, the Ancient One sheet, basically the way this works is we have to apply 4 sanity to the table. We take 1 off, but we still have to apply 4. For starters, this guy has Moxie, and Moxie says, once per round, if you would lose 2 or more sanity, prevent 1 of that sanity loss, then flip this card. Now, we actually talked about doing it, but we didn't do it. So we're going to do it now. Means he's going to get 2 sanity on him, and he only goes down 1. And this guy has Headstrong, so we can put 2 or more sanity on him, and if we pass a test, a mind test, which we are going to win with this guy, we actually get to reduce our sanity by 2. So we're going to put 2 on him. It takes him to 1. And then we're going to cast Headstrong. Once per round, when you would lose sanity, you may test a mind. If you pass, prevent the loss of up to 2 sanity. So we can actually get no sanity hit here. And he is blessed. He has 4 mind, plus he has this thing here. That's only in combat encounters. Yeah, so that's basically all he's got. So he's got 4 mind blessed. We only need 1 success. So we should do this, right? We get blammo. We get 1, 2 successes. No additional effects because we had 2 successes. So we get those 2 back and we're back to 3. So that's it. That's the monster Ancient One. Now, starting with the first player, we do all the Mythos cards in play, actually. There are no Mythos cards in play. Next is Profession... Those things. Starting with the first player, doing oh, God, I can't even speak. Possessions. Possessions. That's right. I can speak. I am able to talk. Kind of. Okay, so what have you got here? We have no, nothing does have blessed. So what does the blessed thing say? Roll a die on a 1 or a 2 discard. We roll a die. Anything but a 1 or a 2, please. We get a 6. Very nice. This guy here, he has, there's 1 there. He's got 1 plus a blessing. So we'll do this one first. Test law, then flip this card. His law is 4. So he has 4 blessed dice to get 1 success. Yeah, blammo. 1, 2 successes. Now do I flip that card? Yeah, test law and flip the card. 2 plus. You fold space and time, easily allowing others to traverse the universe. Another investigator of your choice on any space may move to your space. Okay, so we are actually going to do that. We're going to move this guy from Tokyo all the way over to the heart of Africa. And now we need to roll for the blessing. Anything but a 1 or a 2. Get another 6. Excellent. Okay, so we got this guy. He has just the blessing. So anything but a 1 or a 2. Gets a 4. We have this guy. He has nothing. And we have this girl. She has Shroud. And that is it. Test a law -1, then flip this card. Her law is 4. Oh, she also has the messenger. And we also have the altar of fate. So she's got a lot, actually. So they're both law. So altar of fate is just a law and flip. Shroud is a law -1. And we have a roll of a die on a 1. Okay. Let's do the law first. Her law is 4. She also has the map of ley lines, which is +1. She's actually at 5. Okay, so she's got 5 law. She is not blessed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to do 4 law. Okay, come on. Blammo, we get 1 success. That is a pass. So we have passed the shroud. Now we're doing the altar of fate. This does not have a negative value, so it's 5. Booyah, that's another pass. And finally we have the messenger, which we just roll a fate die, and we want anything but a 1. And we get the opposite of the 1, a 6. Okay, so that's the end of the comments. Awesome. Right, so I actually forgot to flip these cards over when I failed. Now, both of my rolls got 1 success. So with Altar of Fate, we got 1, which says, altering destiny takes a toll on the mind. Oh, lose 1 sanity. So we owed a sanity, basically. And Shroud of Shadow, we also got a 1, and on a 0 to 1 it says, the shadow that was meant to protect you suddenly begins suffocating you. Lose 1 health and 1 sanity unless you discard this card. Now, I'll make that decision when I'm doing the next turn, but just have to remember that I owe it 1 sanity and possibly a 2nd sanity and a health, or I have to discard the Shadow Shroud. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Whoopsies. And now we spawn 2 gates. Okay, so what you got for us? Shanghai. And the Heart of Africa. So the Heart of Africa goes here. We have 2 people here actually. And we have Shanghai, which is here. Now these are both red circles. And if we look up at the omen track, we're not going to come to them for a while. So that's really good for us. Now we need to pull 2 monsters. Let's get from the bottom. We get a zombie, not a problem. And we get riot. Ugh. And for the Heart of Africa, try and get it from the bottom, we have a cultist. Now they're very bad because they can put sanity on the ancient one. And a hunting biokey. Thank terribleness. Boom. And boom. Okay, so the hunting biokey has an effect. It actually says, when the monster is spawned, move it to the nearest space containing an investigator. There's already 2 investigators on this space. Then an investigator on that space becomes delayed. Now, I think I'm going to delay this guy. Let's put him upside down. And now the actual card event. Did we make it? No. Poor old Flynn didn't. I mean, Skids, poor old Skids, he saw the Cathodian and went completely bonkers. At the end of the ordeal, you have been left on your back, uncertain if you are lucky to be alive or simply doomed to survive. Event. Each investigator rolls 1 die and resolves the matching effect. If he gets a 1 or a 2, he gets a Bane condition. If he gets a 3 or a 5, he gets a clue. And if he gets a 6, he gains a boon. Okay. So I'm going to roll these in turn order. We have Flynn. He gets a 5, which is a clue. We have a 3 for the other dude, which is a clue. Now we have Gunman. He gets a 2, which is a Bane. Ooh, no good. Another 2, another Bane, and a 1. 3 Banes. Oh, and 2 clues. That is brutal. Oh, I'm rolling so badly this turn. It is not cool. Not cool, man. Okay, what have you got here? Yep. So that is 1 clue to you. And 1 clue to you. And now I need 3 Banes. And I'm going to, just to spice it up, if I get the same Bane in a row, I'm going to redraw a Bane. Just for the excitingness. Because, like, they're all kind of mixed up here. These are all conditions so far. What's going on? Does it say... Because it says condition sort of at the top. Is that where I'm looking? Or is that where I'm supposed to be looking? Nothing in there. What about one of these other billion decks? Oh wait, no, boon. So it's written down here. So there's boon, deal, madness, deal, injury. Bane, there's 1 Bane. What is that? Corruption. So I'm going to try and get 3 different Banes. Cursed, thank you. Corruption again. I'll just go get a different one. Just for fun. Illness, Bane, corruption again. Seems to be a lot of corruptions. Okay, if I come across another corruption, I'm just going to take it. Yeah, corruption. There you go. So, let's have a look at corruption. You may gain 1 Eldritch token to re-roll 1 die when resolving a test. If you would gain a boon condition, discard this card. On a comet, gain 1 Eldritch token and then flip the card. That's actually quite an interesting one. I don't think it's going to be used much by us because we have his re-rolling ability here. She has the same kind of thing, but this guy is cursed, which is not cool. Only 6s count as a success on your tests. If you would gain another curse condition, flip this card. If you would gain a bless condition, discard this card. And then on the comet, there's a roll. Now, luckily for him, he's actually with our blessed guy. He's on the same spot as this guy who does have... There's a spell he has that allows him to bless people. I can't remember which one it is. Yeah, Blessing of Isis, so he can actually get rid of that next turn. And that, my friends, is the return turn, which was terribly done. I really screwed up by letting this guy die. I mean, it's just super annoying. Now, he had... what did I do with it? Just to compound my hate, he had an ability on a comet that allowed him to activate his personal story. You had to roll 2 dice. Let's just do it. Just to rub it in. Boom, we get 6 and 5, which is an 11. On the sum of 7 or 11, discard this guard and gain the lucky 7 reward. That's brutal. Okay, what abs, man. Okay, so he's dead though. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of this turn. And I will see you guys next time.